Introduction. There are two basic accounting methods which are cash-based and accrual-based accounting. Cash-based accounting is a method in which revenue and expenditure are recognized when the payment is made or received. In cash-based accounting, while it is simpler to report, the point is that the statement of sale and the balance sheet are based on that statement. The method does not provide financial detail on recent events, according to Hassan in 2012. On the other hand, according to Titan, Tudor and Bildi's 2017, accrual-based is the method by which a transaction is recorded when an item is delivered or services are provided. It is urged in particularly that by using accrual-based accounting, the financial statement will show the true and fair view of the financial situation of equity and profit and loss. According to Hassan 2012, revenue statements are more specific since revenue is reported when sales occur while expenditure is recorded when product or service are purchased. The implementation of accrual accounting in the public sector will be challenging today. In addition, accrual-based accounting also facilitates resource management through a revenue statement that is more useful than a cash-based accounting because performance can be measured more reliable when full costs are taken into account for a certain period of time. It also provides non-cash information such as revaluation, consumption of assets through repossession, and pension liabilities. It will therefore provide greater transparency or more financial information to include when recorded using the accrual-based accounting method. In the main finding for completing this project, we have identified 4 main objectives in challenges and benefits of implementing accrual accounting in Malaysian public sector. These objectives are main reference to completing this project. Number 1, to determine the readiness of Malaysia public sector employee for the implementation of accrual accounting. Number 2, to determine the challenges that Malaysian public sector face in implementing accrual accounting. Number 3, to identify the benefit of implementing accrual accounting in Malaysian public sector. And last, number 4, to identify the true picture of implementation of accrual accounting in Malaysian public sector. Hence, we use literature review on finding for the main point on challenging and benefit in implementing accrual accounting. This literature review is based on article that we close with our topic and meet our objective. In our literature review, we can find that there were many challenges and benefits in implementing accrual accounting in Malaysian public sector. The main target are the Malaysian public sector to meet our objective.
Let's continue in the challenge of implementing accrual accounting in public sector. There are 3 challenges that we can recognize. The first one is human resource, the second one is software and technology, and the third one is accounting policy and standard. Challenge of implementing accrual accounting in Malaysian public sector. Change in accounting rule will have an impact on the number and require new data to be produced and culture change in the mindset of those involved. When consolidation and employees' benefit are included, the effect will be greater. According to PwC Global Survey on Accounting and Reporting by Central Government 2013 P22, as early adopter countries such as New Zealand and Australia also face a number of challenges. The transition to the full implementation of accrual accounting in the public sector will be pose significant challenge. The idea of the implementation accrual-based accounting in the public sector began in Malaysia 2000. Due to the presumed benefit arising from the introduction of accrual-based accounting in the public sector, there are many aspects that need to be considered in order to ensure the success of implementation of accrual-based accounting, such as high cost of implementation. First challenge is how human resource can affect in implementing accrual accounting. Human resource training is a key element of any project, such as particularly in the implementation of accrual-based accounting in the public sector by Muhammadi and Zar 2012. The lack of skilled technical resource is one of the major obstacles to the successful implementation of accrual-based accounting, according to Han and Mice 2009. According to NIT 1 2005, indicate that employees' resistance to moving to accrual-based accounting made them resist organizing training programs Staff were unable to see the benefit of the implementation of accrual-based accounting in Malaysia public sector. In addition, the researchers also found that the staff need to be trained by the government to ensure that they are competent with the accrual-based accounting system. They need to be prepared themselves with the knowledge and skill in the accrual-based accounting system. According to Fauziah and Nur Azman 2014, examine the perception, acceptance and ability of customer and staff involved in the process of implementation of accrual-based accounting in Malaysian public sector. The results show that the employee's ability was the greatest concern relative to the perception and acceptance of employees. In addition, the finding of the multiple regression also indicate that employees' acceptance must be considered by the government to ensure that accrual-based accounting is the implemented more successful. Second challenge is the way software and technology give impact in implementing accrual accounting. The implementation of accrual-based accounting require modification to a wide range of information system. 2003 explained that a country information technology capacity must be capable of responding to an additional requirement in the implementation of public sector accrual-based accounting. Furthermore, the transition to an accrual-based system requires not only financial resource but also specialized IT skill. To ensure that it supports accrual-based accounting, the government need to consider redesigning the system. The migration to the accrual-based accounting in Fiji was investigated by ATIQAH 2010 and found that the most respondents state that the software purchased by the government was too complex, costly and required a lot of system change. The respondent therefore believed that it was important to purchase the appropriate software and IT facility. The author concluded that due to the software problem, the first attempt to implement accrual-based accounting in the Fiji public sector failed. Furthermore, Stressen et al. 2013 found that nearly half of the respondents identified the requirement for the IT system as one of the top 3 challenges in the implementing accrual-based public sector accounting. Third challenge is the impact of accounting policy and standard on accrual accounting implementation. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development (OECD) 1993 state that for the implementation of accrual-based accounting in the public sector, specific accounting policy and standard need to be developed. Some problems arise when the applying accounting standard due to the difference between the public sector and the private sector. The issue that had been common to all countries are the valuation of asset and the liability of asset that only have it the public sector, such as heritage asset, pension obligation and the infrastructure asset. When explained that the recognition of tax revenue valuation of military asset, infrastructure asset and natural resource are the accounting policy and standard that need to be considered before implementation. MPSA as was designed in Malaysia to comply with international accounting standard and also to suit national citizens. However, there are certain standards not covered by the IFRS that have been developed to meet the need of the public sector.
Next is about the benefit in implementing accrual accounting. According to MPSAS 33, which is the first time adoption in accrual accounting, state that offers an appropriate starting point for accounting in accordance with the MPSAS accrual basis, irrespective of the accounting basis used by the first time recipient prior to the date of acceptance, and where the benefits are expected to exceed the cost. The process for updating public sector local accounting standards to standards that are largely compatible with IPSAS to produce the benefit of enhanced understanding of the financial impact of their decision, improve asset management and improve risk evaluation. Accrual accounting is introduced incorporating reporting with the budget process as a prerequisite. In addition, accrual accounting offers information on the full cost of government service, which is important when evaluation options. For the first point in benefit of implementing accrual accounting is accrual accounting give more accuracy and transparency in financial flows. Accrual accounting provides more detailed overview of their wealth and financial commitments. With accrual accounting, revenue and debt may be measured more accurately. Cash accounting is a style of accounting after the fact, whereas accrual accounting is carried out in real time. According to the World Bank, accrual accounting makes it easier to prepare the future for business managers, since they do not have to wait for cash to be earned to see what their earnings are. When they spot financial plates, professionals can make a strategy in a way to boost the revenue or produce more money. This keeps a progressive company, which is essential to profitability. For the second benefit in implementing accrual accounting is accepted as a standard to measure performance. This basis has been acknowledged and practiced worldwide since the measure benefit indicate the degree of success in each period. The presentation of both the operating statement and the financial position statement will allow performance metric to be measured. Accrual accounting will require a distinction between capital and operating expenses to be made. For an examination of intergenerational equity problems, this is relevant. In the absence of a distinction between capital and operating expenditure, it is claimed that the generation paying for non-current assets receive subsidies from subsequent generation earning benefits from those assets. An accrual scheme that distinguish between capital and operating expenditure and charge the depreciation of asset will allow the cost of capital to spread over generation, provided that the rates are adjusted to cover the full cost of the provision of service. A more detailed accountability method that the cash-based scheme is provided by accrual accounting. It focuses on the consequences of government action that could be beneficial or otherwise. The accrual management system often need to take full financial consequences into accounting in making a clear decision. The last point under the benefit of implementing accrual accounting is give an equal presentation to financial statements. The financial statements' transparency and government accountability can be illustrated. The explanation is that government are accountable to people, but more to other stakeholders, such as the economy, than the making of decision. This will be improved, especially in areas where capital spending is involved. Government measures such as loans, purchasing properties, nationalism, and non-exchange transaction, for example. Second, government financial reporting may also be strengthened. We can more readily classify non-bond form of debt by using accrual accounting, and debt shifting is effective avoided. Besides that, assets are handled more effectively, leading to disinvestment or better utilization. It also increases fiscal sustainability and service efficiency over the long term.
To have more findings in implementation of accrual accounting in Malaysia, we have conducted a questionnaire review. The main target has been selected, which is the employees in the Permodanan Nasional Berhad PNB Kuala Lumpur as our Malaysian public sector population. To specify the population, we only select 8 respondents that work in accounting department and 2 respondents that work in other departments but also involved in implementation of accrual accounting. We want to know their view about the challenges and benefits in implementing accrual accounting at Permodanan Nasional Berhad. In order to get the information from the employees, we have created a questionnaire using a Google form, and then we give the link to Encik Muhammad Khairul Ashraf bin Muhammad. He is an accounting executive at the company. The questionnaire involved 14 questions and divided into 3 parts, which is Part A, Part B, and Part C. Part A of this questionnaire is about the respondents' profile. Our respondents have equal in gender, which are 5 males and 5 females. For the age of the respondents, there are 3 respondents each in category 25 to 31 years old and 39 to 45 years old. Meanwhile, there are 2 respondents each in category 32 to 38 years old and 46 years old and above. For the educational level, there are 5 respondents that have degree, 3 respondents that have master and 2 respondents that have professional certificate. Next is the job position level. The highest respondents are in supporting group level with amount of 6 respondents and 3 respondents in management and professional level. Only 1 respondent is in other job position level. The last question for this part is work experience. There are 3 respondents each in category 1 to 5 years experience and 11 to 15 years experience, followed by 2 respondents each in 6 years to 10 years and 11 years to 20 years. The next part of this questionnaire is part B. In this part, we want to identify the knowledge of the employees about accrual accounting. The first question is whether the employee have an accounting background. 8 respondents have an accounting background, meanwhile 2 other respondents do not have accounting background. The second question is whether they have heard about accrual accounting. 9 of the respondents have heard about accrual accounting. This is because accrual accounting has been implemented in 2015 that have been mandated by our Prime Minister. The third question is relating to the staff experience in participating in a training regarding the accrual accounting. 7 respondents have attended a training of accrual-based accounting. The fourth question is whether the employees need more training on accrual-based accounting. 7 respondents agreed that they need more training on accrual-based accounting. This indicates that most of the employees need more training on accrual-based accounting. If the employee is participating in a training of accrual-based accounting, it will help the employee to have better understanding of accrual-based accounting, and this will help the organization to run smoothly. The last question in this part is about the understanding of the employee about the accrual accounting. There are 8 respondents that understand about accrual accounting and 2 respondents that are not. This shows that almost all of the respondents have knowledge about accrual accounting. The last part in this questionnaire is part C. It is about the respondents' opinion on the challenges and benefits in implementation of accrual accounting. 8 respondents prefer accrual-based accounting rather than cash-based accounting. The next question is related to why they prefer the method. 4 respondents that prefer accrual-based accounting, they think that this method is more accurate, much more easier to do forecasts, and allows to record sales at the time they occur. However, the respondents that prefer cash-based accounting think that this method is the easiest accounting method and easy to learn. We believe that 8 respondents that prefer accrual-based accounting have an accounting background. The next question is regarding the challenges in implementing the accrual accounting. The respondents' answers are generally think that accrual-based accounting is more complex and may not be fully understood by politicians, civil servants, and the public at large, and also challenging in overcoming the resistance to change. Other than that is the lack of knowledge or skills, especially in the lower management, and also the readiness of the employee to use accrual accounting. The last question is regarding the benefits in implementing accrual accounting. It includes in representing actual profit or actual value of an asset. Moreover, revenue or expenses are calculated when they are realized. Therefore, it will give a true amount in the financial statements.
In conclusion, the cash basis and accrual basis of the accounting method has its own benefit and disadvantage. It is because cash is easy with a more complicated method to execute either accrual basis accounting. But it will improve transparency and improve governance for the public's financial statement with the use of the accrual concept accounting. This is because the public sector accounting goals are to ensure that the government can control and safeguard public money so that to provide better service to the people in terms of maintaining people's heart and growth of the country. The government of Malaysia currently is in progress of transition from the cash to the accrual accounting system. When the accounting principle is moved to the accrual basis, the government is able to have a better national planning and operation, and the community will be able to gain more confidence in public expenditure by implementing a more open and accurate accounting concept that is based on the global norm. Finally, regarding to our 4 objectives, this objective has made the ideas on how Malaysian public sector adapt the challenges and benefit in implementing accrual accounting. Last but not least, accrual accounting has its qualities and preference. In any event, various barriers should be refunded before government agency really encounter this focal point.